Priority? Priorities. What did we get up to? We didn't do piratas, I don't think. We were like sailing somewhere. Oh, we did snowpang on this guy. Hello? Pirates. Spoiler, we hit the 172 POGGERS. It took fucking, well, like 8 months or something. But we finally got a deadlift PR. Still no bench PR though. We were so fried we couldn't use our back and we couldn't use our legs. Piratas? Piratas. Piratas. Hypnos. You can just buy gold. Oh, did you already do that? You already did it. Wait, events. Wasn't it? Oh, it's not 6 yet. 20 minutes. What do we get? Boosters. In case you haven't forgotten, like there's World War III going on right now. Like, I'm surprised that Putin hasn't been assassinated by the KGB. Like they all spy on each other and keep each other in check. Like it's not going well. I don't know why someone wouldn't just get rid of him. Like urban combat, like if you can say, oh, you've just played Battlefield, like it's pretty fucking realistic, dude. Like, do you think anyone going into that war has any idea how to manage a war? Like, it's just gonna be a cluster F, and urban combat is fucking awful, dude. You can't see shit. People can hide everywhere. Like, if it's urban fucking combat, you're not just gonna roll over that. Like it's never gonna be easy. Like, I've got fucking I got 10 years I got 10-12 years of fucking Battlefield experience, mate. Like, do you think anyone's fucking has there been any wars lately? Like actual wars, not like fake wars? Like, I watched a movie, I probably talked about it a few months ago, and it's just it's a true story about some Marines in Afghanistan got absolutely destroyed by some old mines. Like, it wasn't even a combat exercise or a battle or anything. They were just walking somewhere as a group. One of them tripped a mine. Then they didn't know where any of the mines were. They tried to walk, another guy got hit by a mine. This is fucking idiocy, and they made a movie out of it. What was it called? I'll have to look it up. Like, it's a good movie, it's graphic. But it just shows you, like, no one knows what they're doing, dude. Like, fucking war is very difficult, and guns, no matter how much money you have, a gun is a gun, and it's gonna fucking kill you. Kilo 2 Bravo. Kilo 2 Bravo 2014. It's on Netflix. Like, it's stupid, but like, it's pretty realistic, right? It's kind of like Black Hawk Down. Like, one little fuck up just leads to 20,000 fuck ups, and like, you just fucked, like urban. Robot? What's the thing from Warhammer called? Killer Can or something? Like, a war movie's worth watching. Kilo 2 Bravo, Rest Repo, and the sequel, I forgot what it's called. Like, based on truth. I mean, I watched 1917 a few months ago, and that was just good because of the continuous shot, like the style. Like, I like stuff like that, even if it was kind of stupid. Like, the second half, it just gets a bit too fantastical, fantasy. But, like, the one continuous shot was cool. Or, like, making it look like it's one continuous shot. Like, it's just fucking insane that it's going on right now, and everyone's just watching it. And apparently there's a spy ship of China off the coast of Australia. Like, I was thinking maybe China's paying Russia to use up the world's fucking military, and then they're gonna invade Australia or some shit. Like, what the fuck? That would be fucked up. Like, everyone's sending stuff to Ukraine, right? But I mean, they're winning, so it's not like they're... But then again, you know where it all is. It's all in Ukraine, right? So, like, it's just bait, and then China's gonna take Taiwan or something, and Australia, and everything's too far away to get there in time, and then they'll be dug in. Dude, we live in a fucked up time. Like, just when you thought you'd live in a boring stagnation time. What are we doing? Did we finish this character? been 10 minutes already. Fucking hell. $5 gold, POGGERS. No, you didn't do Pirates. Did you do puke on a puke? Wait, it's about to reset. We're gonna have to start again. No, you did not. Do we need this? 725. We don't need it. I don't know if we should do, should we just do Argos while it's peak? Rather than fucking reset? I mean, it doesn't take that long. As long as you've got like 3 hours, right? We're gonna get food soon though. We just do one boss rush to get the guild, because that's like more.
Oh, it's you! You already had some challengers.
Oops. What? Oh my god. Undo. 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 Like, shit doesn't take that long if you can actually do it and get a fucking group or whatever. Like, get stuck with like 1400s that can't do P1. Malware.
But the next match of challengers won't be so easy. Let the second match begin.
11. $1,000 gold per attempt. Like, I don't think we're doing,
Stick to your seats, everyone.
this just depends on whether prices crash. Increases. 5-minute warning. 5 minutes to go. To go.
Is there anyone who can stop the champion's winning streak?
What is like?
The champion has done unbelievable.
How many lipstones is it per attempt? Like,
Here comes the final challenger.
I don't even remember. Do we just do the gloves to? Thing from Deus Ex. Is there a remaster of Deus Ex? We never played that. I feel like it's just too old. Like some games, like if you didn't play it at the time, it's just too old. Like I think Baldur's Gate is the best RPG ever made, but I can understand if you never played Baldur's Gate up to like 2005, it's probably just too. But I mean, if you're into like D&D, like D&D doesn't have fucking graphics. Though I think like the first like 4 chapters of BG2 are kind of crap. Like the getting out of the dungeon's cool, but then you're just dumped in the city. And it's not particularly poggers. You can go to a fucking circus tent. Or you can get some money for the thieves. It's not particularly like you can't just like go explore, like it's very linear. Ah, the child of Baal is awoken. It's time for more experiments. We didn't need to do shit. Do shit. Did we just do this? Like this whole time we've done it without guild, and it takes a while to fucking get there. But this is kind of snooze as well. Are we in the correct scene this time? Yeah. There's the reset. This damage is not particularly absurd. What do we got? Not particularly Pugabsu. What's this? I messed up. Guess we should factor in. Where did she go? Oops. 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 Whoa. Why is this taking so long? Why are we dying? We have no pots! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, you can't even change. Oh my god, seriously? We're just fucked? Sork almost dead. Might have pressed it too early, I don't know. I think I got time. Go! Easy. Double. Is it the same every time? Can you just do this over and over? How many times can you do this? What was this again? Boosters. Ah, there is another favorite time. POGGERS. Ah, get pots. Minutes, no drops. Can I do 8? Conway. Books. Go! I don't even accept this. So much free shit. Like, the cool thing about the mining gigs is they just give you heaps of free shit. That's why you can understand why people join the army and shit. Like, you get stuff. You're part of a group and you get free stuff. Like, if you have like nothing and you get given free stuff, it's pretty much always a POGGERS. Whoops. Let me just do my least damaging ability. Whoops. Soon. La 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 la. What? Did anyone hear something? Will Valton be puggable? At 1450. I have no idea. We haven't even looked up the max. We currently do not know the max. To back. Don't click leave by accident. Was that that noise could have been someone you may be familiar with. Who was that guy that we've been reminding everyone about? Like, I've forgotten. Was that... I'm sorry, like, it's been a few days, like, I've forgotten. Is that the complete failure of a son who no one likes? And wanted to fight me? I think it is. Who was that guy again? He wanted to fight me and practiced his boxing and then hid in a shed when I tried to talk to him. My neighbour. Who was that guy again? I think it was the guy who got raped by his AFL star brother when he was a kid. Like, they were just wrestling. And then all of a sudden his brother was on top of him. And something happened that changed his life forever. Was that the guy? Was that my neighbour? I think it was. Who was that guy whose skill set involves watching porn and mowing the lawn? Do you guys remember something like that? I think it was my neighbour, that's right, yeah. Who was that guy that was searching his car in the rain for like an hour with the doors open, looking for money or drugs, with his carport like 5 meters away? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy? I mean, it's been a few days, I just forget that his best friend is a leaf blower and a lawnmower. Was that my neighbour? I think it was. Who was that guy who revolves his whole life around me for 3 years since the coronavirus pandemic? I think that was my neighbour. Do you guys remember? I think it was my neighbour. Who was that guy who kicked out his disabled gay boyfriend when he got cocked by the prostitute he fell in love with? I think it was my neighbour. I mean, it's been a few days, but I think I've forgotten. Like, who was that guy whose brother, the AFL star, did an interview where, like, the interviewer was a man, and he gave him the look, you know, when a guy is really into a guy and something's gonna happen either after or during the interview. That was my neighbour. Who was that guy who, like, he wanted to fight me, but he's literally the failure son that no one likes. Like, no one's gonna take you seriously. Like, who was that guy who I couldn't tell the difference between him and a disabled person. Like, he's got that blank stare, like, he's got that blank meth tweaker look, the eyes too close together, small rat brain. I think that was my neighbour, right? Who was that guy? Who was that guy who woke up in the middle of the night and found the prostitute that he was in love with was somewhere he didn't know and was doing something, and he asked her, "What are you doing?" Who was that guy who said his sister or the prostitute was his girlfriend? Oh, that was my neighbour. Who was that guy who, when I asked him if his name was his name, said he didn't know what I was talking about? Oh my god. Tempest Driving? Oh, we're in Grief's Bay. Who was that guy who was watching gay porn and then his sister walked in and he yelled out, "There's a door!" I think that was my neighbour, right? Who was that guy who, like, he's got roller shutters, right? And, like, every day would trigger the roller shutters, like, 20 times because he was trying to keep the noise of the porn he was watching, and he was like, "Oh, maybe I'll go mow the lawn now." Ah, actually, one more episode of Backdoor Sluts 9. Gay Twinks edition? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy whose AFL star brother hangs out with the hottest dudes and wears the freshest clothes? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy who got mad and, like, threw hooks for like 1 minute and then was completely gassed? I think that was my neighbour. Who is that guy who has to live in fear for the rest of his life that I could just jump the fence and beat his ass any day? I think that's my neighbour. Who's that guy that I would let him fucking swing on me just to break his hand on my head? I think that's my neighbour. Who's the guy that I would hold him down and use his own hands to hit himself? I think that's my neighbour. Oh, but my neighbour's tried, but he just couldn't stop hitting himself with his own fists. Who's that guy that I would turn his face into hamburger meat in one punch? I think it's my neighbour. Who's that guy that wanted to fight me even though he's the failure son, the non-athletic? His AFL star brother was only 80 kilos. So he's like 60, maybe 70. I'm fucking 103, mate. I'm at peak fucking strength. Have you contacted the brother that raped you for the steroids hookup? You're gonna need it, bruh. Like, It's gonna take time. You can't just inject that shit. Like, it's been a few weeks. Like, you should have started by now. Like, you're not just gonna put on 30 kg. And make sure to put in some cardio, because it's not gonna help your cardio, bro. Like, you have to get to me, mate. Like, I got fucking long arms. Like, I know how to jab. Like, John Jones cuts to fucking 92 kilos. I'm fucking 103. I'm a big boy. I got a 62.5 centimeter head. Who is that guy who the person he said was a girlfriend does something when he's not home? Who is that guy who said someone was his girlfriend, but like, I've seen so many guys that aren't him at his house? Who is that guy who pays money to kiss disabled and midget pee-pee by proxy? What? I think that's my neighbour. Who is that guy who is in a loving relationship for 3 years where the only thing you've said to the person is, "What are you doing at 3 AM? Oh my god. I think that was my neighbour. Who is that guy that I'm waiting to fight any day, bro? I think it was my neighbor. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this fight. I train my wrestling. I train my jiu-jitsu. I am ready for this fight. Was that my neighbor? Oh no, it's fucking DR. Lul 75k. Who is that girl that looks like the witch from The Wizard of Oz? I think that's my neighbour's sister. Who is that girl that was getting raped by someone who tried to hide from me in a shed? And she yelled out, "Don't!" And then there was like a struggle like this. I think that was my neighbour. Who is that girl who dreads someone coming home every day for 3 years straight? I think that was my neighbour's sister. Who was that guy who, when I went to talk to him, like before he answered the door, I heard, "Stay the fuck over there." I think that was my neighbour. Who's the guy whose mum hung up on me when I complained, even though it's literally the house where there was a fight that spilled into the street? There were people lighting each other on fire. I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy who's like 10 years younger than me and I could still beat his ass any day? I think that's my neighbour. Who's that guy that's a gay twink that's in love with me? I think it's my neighbour. Who's that girl who hates her life, but it's because of choices she made? I think that's my neighbour's sister. Who's that girl who bangs on the bin every day because she hates her life, but it's not going to change? I think that's my neighbour's sister. Who's that girl that the AFL star's brother bought her a car, but even though she sucks disabled midget dick, couldn't afford to change the brake pads? I think that was my neighbour's sister. Who's that girl who has shit permanently stuck under her nose? I think that's my sister. I mean, I think that's my neighbour's sister. Who was that girl who, like, when I went to talk to the neighbour, was standing in the hall, and then I said, "Oh look, it's the disabled dick sucker," and she walked she walked away. You're talking about you, sweetie. Can you please shut the fuck up? Like, no one wants to hear that. Like, please go fuck up your life somewhere else. Who's that guy who has no option but one, and it's possibly permanent? I think it's my neighbour. Wow! Boom! Who is that guy who started this whole thing 3 years ago and now doesn't want to play? I think it's my neighbour. Who is that guy who I've lived next door for 10 years and still tried to start shit he couldn't finish? I think it's my neighbour. Who is that guy who tried to talk shit when he literally lives in his dad's house? I think it's my neighbour. Who is that guy who takes advantage of disabled people? I think it was my neighbour. Can you imagine, like, how much scum of the earth you have to be to take advantage of disabled people? Like, just think about that. For just 1 minute. Like, what would have had to happen in your life to take advantage of disabled people? Like, just think about that. Who is that guy who's sitting outside right my window and does this every day? I think that's my neighbour. Who does it if I'm not even home? I think it's my neighbour. Are we done? Piratas? Oh, we didn't check fucking... Oh, shit! 24-minute team up. Team up? Who is that girl who literally masturbated outside my window with a vibrator? I think that was my neighbour's sister. To the sound of my voice, like, it's fucked up. Like, I was interested until I saw her face, like... Some things you just can't fix, like... Who was that guy who was raped by his AFL star brother who went on to do great things and he's just the son no one likes or wanted? I think that's my neighbour. Who is that guy who learned my name even though I've never told him it? So obviously he listens to everything I say. Oh, that's my neighbour. Is this still, not going? Wait, it is. Never mind.
Hear the crowd cheering?
Today, a great many pirates have challenged the reigning champion.
Who's that guy whose brother's an AFL star and their team's at the bottom of the ladder? I think that's my neighbour. Who was that guy that you asked for tips on making it to the AFL, but then you realised it was his brother? I think that's my neighbour. Who was that guy who had a disabled client living in a house owned by his family? I think that was my neighbour. You know that's illegal, right?
But the next batch of challengers won't be so easy. Let the second match begin.
Who was that guy who said the person who was his girlfriend has lots of boyfriends? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy that I asked, how's your girlfriend's boyfriends? I think that was my neighbour.
Stick to your seats, everyone. This will be a real fight.
Who was that guy who like specifically tailors his routine so that I never see him? I think that's my neighbour. Who is that guy who parks his car at the top and then hides behind it while doing gardening so I can't see him? I think that's my neighbour.
Is there anyone who can stop the champion's winning streak? The champion
Who is that guy who literally texted my dad to save him from a fight that he started? I think that was my neighbour.
champion is unstoppable.
The champion, Who's that guy whose sister plays Command and Conquer to try get to my heart? What? I think that's my neighbour. Training. Unit ready. There's no way that guy's IQ is high enough to play CNC. I do not believe. Who was that guy who tried to get the prostitute he fell in love with to stop chain smoking, but then started chain smoking? I think that was my neighbour. Who's that guy who weighs less than my bench press? I think that's my neighbour. We can finally say that. Forget it. Who's that guy who next time I see him, if I ever see him ever again, I'm gonna say, you know I can bench press you, right? Oh my god. Who's that guy I'm probably never gonna see ever again? Probably my neighbour. Who's that guy that I want to see but I'll probably never see ever again? I think it's my neighbour. I've already done both of these. Yeah. Who's that guy who could have just solved all of his life problems by wearing headphones? I think that's my neighbour. Oh shit, what's the time? We gotta order food. We're getting hungry. Who's that guy who drinks himself to sleep every night after watching porn and playing COD all day? I think that's my neighbour. You know when the bin's full of beer bottles and it just rattles? I'm just saying. Who is that guy who didn't who is that guy who's his life's gift to the world is mowing lawns, and he stopped doing it and then didn't mow the lawn till 5:30 PM on a Saturday? I think that was my neighbour. Who is that guy who made choices that he can never undo? I think that was my neighbour. they had that scene in Better Call Saul where is it Howard? It was like, let's just fight it out. But we're just not in the same weight class. Like, it just wouldn't even be... It wouldn't even be fair. Like the sheer amount of mass that we're building here, like... Who is that guy who watches gay porn when his sister's not home and the sister sucks midget and disabled dicks when he's not home? I think that was my neighbour. He's just back to back. Do we start just doing like full rested? Only rested? Who's that guy who's so tough that the only fight he can win is a 5-foot, 100-pound prostitute? I think that's my neighbour. What? I do not see... Is that the boss? Who was that guy that I said to him, if you don't fuck off, I'll call your dad and say you didn't mow the lawn? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy whose gift to humanity is mowing lawns, but he doesn't even own a nice lawnmower, just a shitty old one? What? I think that was my neighbour. Who was that guy who might have killed both the disabled guy and the prostitute? Because we haven't heard either of their voices in a really long time. Who's that guy that could be living in a house with 2 dead bodies? I think that's my neighbour. Who's that guy whose only option was double murder suicide? I think that was my neighbour. Wait. Wait. Why is this not swapping? Spec Swift, but it's all fucking shit, man. Is that everything? What was that? You already have that. You already have that. Shit, man. What the fuck's this? Stretching +2. And that's it! Oh shit! Guess we just minutes. We can't really do anything in 3 minutes. Guess you're in the middle of nowhere. Who's that person who has to get something done in 3 minutes and then hates herself? I think that's my neighbour's sister. What? Oh my god. Who's that person who has to do something in 3 minutes that she hates and then hates herself every day? I think it's my neighbour's sister. What? Oh, we didn't fucking accept the goddamn. I can't even click the fucking person. Oh. Who's that person who could end all the pain and suffering in one instant with a certain permanent decision? I think that's my neighbour. Who's that person who's facing another like 40 years of pain and suffering, which could be avoided if he made a certain permanent decision? Oops. Can't seem to get started. Hey, we have Shill. damn it. Platinum. Platinum. And that's it. It's just nothing. There's just nothing going on. Just like my neighbour's life. What? There's just no events. There's just nothing. That's one. What's that like? I think that's a metaphor for my neighbour's life. Are we done? You know when you were a kid and you would play with your brother, your older brother, and you would just wrestle for fun, and then all of a sudden he was on top of you, and then something happened which changed your life forever? No, actually. Like, I don't know what that's like. You know who does that? My neighbour. Oh, God. Do we just do this shit fucking twice for no reason? We're being productive, right? You know when you're a complete failure of a son who no one likes or visits in 3 years? No, actually. I don't know. Like, what are you even talking? Why would you bring that up? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know who does that? My neighbour. You know when you're just going about your day trying to perform your gift to the world of mowing the lawn, and then someone asks if you're disabled, No, actually, that's never happened to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. You know who does that? My neighbour. You know when it's 5:30 p.m. but you haven't finished watching all the episodes of Backdoor Twinks, but if you don't mow the lawn, your dad's gonna kick you. No, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, who are you talking to? Like, I don't know what this is. You know who does that? My neighbour. Oh shit. We won't have ult up in time. What are you doing? Whoops. Whoops. I guess we had to use it. Oh, we didn't make pots. Oh shit! Oh shit! One down. What is everyone doing? That's it. What do you get the second time? Is this the same every time? Guess we can put everything on. Fuck, just open it. Oh shit! Oh shit. And that's it? Piratas? Piratas. Like, is that maxed? Target points 50. We're totally maxed out. I'm saying. Namson. quickly.
Is there anyone who can stop the champion's winning streak? The champion has done unbelievably well so far. Now, here comes the final challenger.
And that's it. Oh, you can wait. No, you can't because it's only on entry. Haven't really been doing puke because it's puke. Puke on a puke. Three and a half hours. Wait, did we miss it? You're in the middle of nowhere, we're just gonna order food. Easy. Easy. How long do we wait? We need double timber. Oh no, we just need one, because there's nothing. Nothing? Get your ass back to Mars? I mean, yeah. Like, it is taking us, we're not playing with peak efficiency though. Why do we only have one of these? Oh. Nice, man. Remember that guy who was like, I still managed to do pretty good deeps as a blue gun lancer. Bullshit, dude. Fucking Z deeps. Check the ladder. Let me just scroll. We pruned our tabs. Like, we got up to... We got up to like 990 tabs. We're at 400. We pruned them. None of the tabs are pornographic in nature. They're all interest topics. And like, you know when you if you start programming, that's like instantly plus like 20 Stack Overflow tabs. Did you know that you don't have to close the tab? You can just leave it open forever. Because you're going to check it. And they're not duplicate tabs. Like, it's rare. Like when you have to create new tab universes, like, because the tab that you want is fucking 800 tabs to the right, so you have to create a new tab universe. Let me just kill this boss real quick. Oh wait, I'm a gun lancer. Alk down. Why would there be new bugs in the bosses though? Like, did they... We didn't actually read the patch notes. Did they do another, like, upgrade to, like, act content or something? Like, you'd think, like, with Gauntlet it would just be impossible to die on normal, but you just, under pressure, you go even faster. Like, we were kind of interested in playing this league, but then we saw the league. It was not really a league. saying? Why do we get so much fucking shit, man? We don't know any of the names of our abilities. What's your class called? Gunlancer. What skill do you not use? Gunlance. What? Tough +2? We already have that. +1? We already have that. Some shit's just fucking rare, right? Survive. 1 minute 40. Fuck, do we start a new one too late? We already did. Back to this town. Oh, we're in fucking Gravespec. That is not a Pogger's. Oh yeah, and there was no fucking skill balance, so bone shit, Zerk, exactly the same, not a Pogger's, no melee buffs, and no fucking shit. Are we just gonna skip it? Like this gauntlet was hard, but you had the what do you call it? You had the league mechanic to farm uniques. Like, I don't think I can kill Brutus without Wanderlust. Like, if you can't outrun him, like, he's just fucked. And like, everyone did that, like. Let me just kill this boss real quick, I'll wait on the Gunlancer. Poggers. Poggers. Otherwise you can still do the same thing in Act 1 with the fucking thing. Things. Oops. Who's that guy who can't go outside of his house without being reminded of what he actually is? I think that's my neighbour. From his own choices? Like, I just look at the data and perform analysis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make the data. Like, I just make analysis. Go get our food. It's taken a while to get shit done though. Not exactly blasting. So until the next time, goodbye. Stream below.